Welcome to the News Belt of the AM show. We get to our first story now, and the founder of defunct Capital Bank, William Atuesian, has been jailed 15 years for stealing over 90 million Ghana cedis belonging to the bank and for the roles he played in the collapse of that institution. He was charged with various offenses ranging from stealing to money laundering and pleaded guilty to all of the counts. Mr. Essien was supposed to have been sentenced in December 2022, but his judgment was held in abeyance following a settlement agreement he brokered between himself and the state under Section 35 of the Courts Act. Richard Kwejunyako was in court and came through with this report.
Mr. Essien pleaded guilty to 16 counts of stealing, conspiracy to steal and money laundering in December 2022 and was asked to refund 90 million Ghana cedis he confessed to have stolen after entering into a plea bargain with the state under Section 35 of the Court Act. Under the agreement, Mr. Essien was supposed to pay the 90 million Ghana cedis in 3 tranches, but he defaulted on the payment, giving the state no other option but to file a motion for the sentence to be handed him. Mr. Essien first paid 30 million of the amount on December 1, 2022, and per the agreement as adopted by the court, was ordered to pay the remaining 60 million in 3 installments, with the first installment on or before April 28, 2023, the second on or before August 31, 2023, and the last installment on or before December 15, 2023. In court on Thursday, Mr. Essien's lawyers pleaded for more time to enable him to pay the outstanding amount of money, but the state moved a motion for a custodial sentence to be given him after he breached the agreement. The motion was opposed by Mr. Essien's lawyers, who grounded their argument on the fact that Mr. Essien, during the period, had exhibited utmost good faith by paying 1/3 of the amount, being 37 million Ghana cedis, and if given more time, he will be able to pay the outstanding amounts. And moreover, Mr. Essien has some property in and outside the country that he is putting up for sale to enable him pay. The presiding judge, Justice Eric Balfour, agreed with the state, and in handing Mr. Essien the sentence, said he had taken into consideration all the pleas by his lawyers and sentenced him on each count. The sentence for the various counts in totality was 95 years, but because Mr. Essien is expected to serve the sentence concurrently, he is to serve the highest sentence, which is 15 years.
From the court complex, my name is Richard Kwejunyako for JoyNews.
Well, let's talk power and health now, as patients at the Wa Municipal Hospital in the Upper West region have been left confused and helpless following the disconnection of power to the hospital by the VRA and NEDCO. The hospital for several years has defaulted in the payment of electricity bills to the power company and owed them over 6 million Ghana cedis. The disconnection on Thursday lasted for 3 days and therefore added to the woes of the patients. The worst affected areas were the neonatal intensive care and maternity units, where patients were left to battle for their lives as a result of the power cut. JoyNews Upper West regional correspondent Rafiq Salam now reports.
Healing and Revenue Protection Officer of VRA NEDCO, Engineer Ben Mahama, laid bare the staggering amount of money owed to VRA NEDCO by the over 70-year-old Wa Municipal Hospital.
If you look at the analysis, we have an average of about 160,000 cedis bill from June up to September. So we expect that they should have made some commitment towards paying. And we understand that government committed to bearing part of their bill. And to the extent that the directive to pay their bills should take effect from June 2023, there should have been some concrete commitment from their end so that we'll be able to go forward with this exercise.
The Wa Municipal Hospital is the second largest consumer of power from the company after the Upper West Regional Hospital.
The last engagement we did was last Tuesday, okay, and they promised to raise some check and pay a day before yesterday. That's on Tuesday as well. We gave them 2 days grace periods. Today is Thursday. We came, same story. They've not even sat as management to even decide on how much to pay.
Prior to the disconnection of the power, senior managers of the VRA NEDCO first notified the administrator of the hospital, Samson Abu, on their mission at the hospital, and the latter pleaded with them to give them more time to enable them to pay.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
All of us will collapse.
Exactly.
We will collapse, we also collapse.
But, yes, but we are saying that pleading, not just saying, but we are pleading that at least you give us the benefit of the doubt. Monday is not too far. And once our spending officer, who is the medical director, is indisposed, so if he were around, your presence here today would have solved a problem as well.
The hospital claims that the National Health Insurance Authority has owed them close to a year of unpaid claims, which is part of the reasons they are unable to pay the huge bills. The VRA NERCO did not heed to that and went on with a disconnection. Few minutes after that, the one municipal director of health services, Alex Bapula, bumped into the scene and repeated same plea, but they wouldn't rescind their decision. It, however, did not take long before the effect of the power outage began to bite at the hospital. Patients got confused, stranded, and helpless.
My woman is delivered and the child is to be put in an incubator. And now there is light off. We are now confused. We just don't know what to do. So many people are crying. The light is affecting all the sick people in the hospital. So they have to do something.
My wife has been admitted here for the past 1 week. We're asked to go and remove our blood for them to infusion, for them to come and fix there. So we went to the lab and the lights was off. So they told us that the VRA came and disconnected the lights. So right now we don't know what to do.
Worst among them is the neonatal intensive care unit, where 6 babies are on the incubators.
Unfortunately, these babies are the one using the oxygen, 2 babies. So the concentrator power is off, concentrator can work. So we are there.
So do you have any fears that you may lose a baby?
Of course. If you don't get medical oxygen, the oxygen will not come. We have the fear that you can lose a baby because if the SPO2 is dropping now and there's no oxygen to give direct, so you will lose the baby. So if you are actually referring, how long will you even? The more organizing means to come and all those things. The time you realize the baby is gone.
Adjacent to the NECU is the kangaroo unit where 2 babies are located.
They are joining these babies, so they are doing phototherapy. But unfortunately, because of the lights out, we can't use the phototherapy on the baby. So the babies are still like waiting till when the lights will be in so that we will continue with the phototherapy.
The absence of lights in this facility has brought service at the facility to a halt. Patients are stranded, nurses and medical officers cannot work anymore, and even we're also using the light of our mobile phone to be able to capture some of the things here for you. So they are appealing to the government to come to their aid. The immediate option for the hospital for now, if they can't raise the required money, is to turn to this standby generator, who they will need 2 drums of diesel, valued a little over 6,000 Ghana cedis, to run it for a day. Reporting for JoyNews, Rafik Salam. Wow.
Now, in our final story, to assist parents in Ghana make an informed choice in their children's education, Mark Brooks Education, in partnership with the Department for International Trade, held the 5th edition of the UK Boarding School Exhibition to showcase some of the finest boarding schools in the United Kingdom. There's more in this report.
A delegation of principals and registrars from 9 leading boarding schools in the UK met with families at the UK Boarding School Week Fair, which took place at the Kempinski Hotel in Accra. The 9 selected schools that participated in the exhibition included a range of different institutions, from all girls to co-educational schools. The director of Mark Brooks Education, Mark Brooks, explained that the 9 schools were chosen because they have a deep understanding and a commitment to assisting West African students.
Yes, we've got 9 schools here at UK Boarding Schools Week, and we're very selective about the schools that we accept who want to take part. And the biggest criteria is that they understand West African children, they come to West Africa with us, and they're committed to helping West African children to achieve their full potential. So it's a partnership between West Africa and the UK, and we're very selective, and we've got 9 top schools here with us today. And in the UK boarding schools, what happens is the children from West Africa thrive and achieve their full potential. And a lot of the schools here, of the 9 top boarding schools here, would say that their head boy or head girl has often been from West Africa or Ghana itself. and so it's a place where they achieve their full potential.
Head of External Relations at the Ghana-UK Chamber of Commerce, Afiba, emphasized that the initiative will be beneficial to the country, as students will use the knowledge gained to contribute to national development.
We understand the benefits of good education, and while we know that there's good schools in Ghana, having this partnership with Mark Brooks gives us the chance to give the general public the opportunity to experience the good education in the UK as well. And on top of that, he and his collaborators also work hard to bring the diaspora back to Ghana. So while people would see it as taking away the youth and taking them away from Ghana to help build a better Ghana, he is also focused on bringing them back into the country and then building the country to the standard that we all hoped it would be.
Some exhibiting schools spoke with JoyNews.
Matthews, and I'm headmistress at Truro High School for Girls. So we're a girls-only school. We're award-winning, so we are the School of the Year in the Southwest for girls, and we're in the Fortune list of the top boarding schools in the world. But that's not what drives us, it's the happiness of the students. And for us, we want the girls to be ambitious for themselves, ambitious for the world, ambitious for their friends and their families. And so it's about making sure that we give them the access to opportunities that will allow them to grow and develop and thrive.
My name is Gareth Collier. I'm the director of Cardiff Sixth Form Colleges in Cardiff and Cambridge in the United Kingdom. Okay, so my school is widely recognised as the highest achieving A-level school in the United Kingdom. We've topped the academic league tables for the last 12 years, and our students are highly aspirational, going on to top courses in top universities in the UK, in America, Europe and Hong Kong. So we have some wonderful Ghanaian students coming to join us. In fact, I've just been talking about two of my Ghanaian heroes at the moment. One who's gone on to study neuroscience in Exeter University, and one who's studying biomedical science in the University College of London. Both fantastic girls, my most recent Ghanaians.
The UK boarding school has been operating in Ghana for 5 years. For JoyNews, Esther Nkrumah's report.
And that's how we cap off the news bell. But stay with us. Up next, we get the newspapers and let you know what is in them. The news review up next.